Thank you for tuning into my videos. To support the channel and unlock exclusive perks, you can join us on YouTube channel membership and Patreon. Follow the links in the video description below. Select your level of support and help keep the content coming. This channel exists because of the support we have from fans just like you. Thanks and enjoy the video. Alright, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It is Challenger Scorpion, Eldar in action here up against an elite Necron force featuring the Silent King. So, the first time player on the channel here in our Challenger Scorpion battles, it's Scott Cordery, and he's brought his Necron force along. We'll take a look at those in just a moment, and then here we'll go through the Eldar list. So, slight adjustment to what I've been running in recent games, so sticking with the detachment, aspect, warrior, host, and then in no particular order we'll go Avatar of Cain. So he is in. Now on the left hand side we'll run through the biker units here. So Wind Riders, squad of 6, all equipped with shuriken cannons, 2 squads of 3 shining spears, Exarch in each with a shuriken cannon and a Star Lance on each of those. Shroud Runners, the 2-man sniper bikes, squad of 3, and then the extra Wave Serpent and the Wraith Blades have been dropped, and in their place is 2 extra Wraith Lords, so a trinity of Wraith Lords here in this game, all equipped the same, taking the Ghost Glaives, the Flamers, 2 Flamers on each, and then a double Bright Lance on each of those, a Spirit Seer to go with them, and then transport vehicles here. So we have Falcon, Bright Lance, and Pulse Laser and Shuriken Cannon on that. Inside that goes the Banshees, and then Janezar, the Phoenix Lord, to go with them. And then finally a Wave Serpent here with Twin Bright Lance, Shuriken Cannon, and then the freshly painted up Fire Dragons, squad of 5, Fire Pike on the Exarch, and then Fugan, the Burning Lance, to go with them as well as the Fire Dragon's Phoenix Lord. So that's the list for the Eldar. Commander and Sub-Commander have been allocated. So in command for this battle will be Ray Cross, one of the Phoenix Lords. And his allocated model for the battle will be the Avatar of Cain. And then second in command, Noah Storr Astley. I'm going to put him on to Fugan here for this battle. So that's first the Army Commander and the second in command here for this force. And then we have help from 5 gold level Patreons. We'll call out their names during the game for some critical dice rolling. So with the Eldar today will be Mitch, Not Keith or Rob. Ray Cross is also supporting us, a gold level Patreon. Longbow BB, an Eldar player. Midnight Miniatures, and then Kyle Roden. So that's the list for the Eldar. For extra content and to help support us on the channel, do join us on YouTube channel membership. So link for that below, or you can go to channel homepage, hit the join button. Most people go for aspect warrior level. That's the entry level, the first tier, and that will give you access to all the bonus content that we create, including battle reports. If you enjoy the channel and want to support us, then do join us at Aspect Warrior level. There's higher tiers as well that you can support us as well, different perks, the Autarchs, Phoenix Lords, and so on. That's over on Patreon or on YouTube membership. That is the Eldar ready to go. We'll take a look at the Necrons next. All right, so Scott Caldery joins us here with his Necron army at 2,000 points. Focal points, the Silent King, but let him run through his list.
Right, yeah. I'm going to bring the Starshatter detachment today, the Grotmus detachment. The detachment rule means each time a Necron vehicle or mounted unit moves, it can have the assault ability, so advance and shoot. Also, if an enemy unit is on an objective marker, I get to add one to the hit roll. So we'll start with the HQ, which is the Silent King. And we're going to do a little castle with him. So in front we've got a Plasmancer, and he's got the enhancement allowing a vehicle or mounted to fall back and shoot. Then we've got Imatech the Stormlord just at the front here. He is just here for CP farming really, hold the home objective. Then at the back we've got 2 Doom Scythes. I know people say that flyers are dead in this edition, but we'll see how that pans out. We have a Reanimator to put some more wounds back on the Silent King, again part of that castle. And next to him we've got the Spider as well, again inferring a 6+ feel no pain to the Silent King, hoping to keep him alive longer. We have got a Canoptech Doomstalker at the back, again just to put out some extra hurt, a bit of long range firepower. Then we've got 2 units of 3 Lockhurst Heavy Destroyers. We've got 2 with the anti-tank weapons and 1 with the infantry shredder. At the front we have got a unit of 3 Canoptech Wraiths, which are led by a Technomancer. He puts out a 5+ feel no pain, and he also helps regenerate wounds. And at the front there's some Scarab Swarms, potentially secondaries, but when they're within 6 of a Technomancer or a Canoptech, they get OC1. So they might be able to hold an objective. We will see. And lastly, there is the Hexmark Destroyer. Deep Strike, again, maybe some secondaries might help home objective out. Okay. That is me with 2,000 points Necrons.
And you've covered enhancements, I think, already.
Yeah, I've only got the one.
And you're explaining about the purpose of him.
Yep.
At a -1 damage aura.
No, I didn't have the points for him in the end, so I'm going to have to take the fall back and shoot enhancement. Okay. I would have been 5 points over if I'd have had that, but there you are. What a shame.
All right. That's the list here. I've not seen a Necron army like this before, and great to see this new detachment, the Starshatter.
Starshatter. Yeah.
Detachment being
from
featured.
The Grotmus list. I really like it. They've done a fantastic job, GW, with their Grotmus detachment, so well done, GW.
Okay, fan of the Starshatter here. We'll see how it gets on against this Eldar force. Very interesting combination here for a challenge game. All right, so that's the list here for the Necrons. As we have Commander and Sub-Commander allocated, so I don't really need to ask who the King's going to be.
It's the King, yeah.
Silent King, and that is Darth Windu here for this battle, so that Phoenix Sword can follow his model around, see if it survives. And then Sub-Commander is Plumhammer, so a second in command would be Imatech the Stormlord. Okay, so that's the second in command here for this battle. And then we have 5 gold level Patreons, dice that Scott can call upon during the game. That's Dave Humphries, Necron player, Martin Vagabond, Necron player again, Darth Windu, Nate Miller also plays Necrons, and then Gavin as well. That's the 5 gold level Patreons for some dice rolling support. So both armies are ready to go. We'll take a look at scenario and deployment next. Alright, so we have a scenario for this battle. Scorched Earth is the primary mission. The mission rule is hidden supplies, and then sweeping engagement for the deployment zone. So for sweeping engagement, it's like a stepped deployment. So orange dice marking the deployment zone for the Eldar, and then Scott's used his Necron dice to mark out his deployment zone across the other side of the board. And then 5 objectives on the board actually become 6 with the hidden supplies mission rule. So 2 objectives in the middle, but they're spaced apart. This one moves 6 inches in that direction, the other one's across here, so there's those 2. Then 2 more, one here on the right hand side, and then one just inside the ruin over there. And there's a home objective each as well, so one here right in the middle of this rhino, and then across the other side, one just in the open next to the ruin there in the Necron deployment zone. So I'll mention terrain now. It's quite straightforward. It's going to play these as ruins and obscuring wherever you see these terrain pieces around the board. We'll go by the hard edge at the physical edge of the terrain, not by the building. So this hard edge running across here, for example. And then we have some tank traps and barricades useful for infantry to take shelter behind. This piece in the middle, again, will play as obscuring, so going by the hard edge across there, just ignoring the containers and boxes there in the centre of the board. So that's the terrain. For Scorched Earth, it's the possibility of burning objectives. So to do that, it's turn 2 onwards. It needs to be an objective marker that's outside of your deployment zone, so you can't burn your own home objective. It has to be turn 2 onwards, and then you take a unit, you control the objective, you allocate a unit to burn the objective, and then it's burnt at the end of the opponent's next turn. So the unit that's doing the burning has got to survive, complete the action, and then that objective marker can be removed. If you do, it's 5 points for each objective marker in no man's land, 10 points if you're able to burn the opponent's home objective. And then on top of that, turn 2 onwards, at the end of the command phase, 5 victory points for each objective marker that they control, up to a maximum of 10 per turn. So really the need is to be controlling at least 2 objectives at turn 2 onwards. Yeah, just checking the rules. That's any objective, so you can get the points coming through just for controlling the home objective. It's of equal value to the others. But quite a good incentive to burn objectives, perhaps something that can be done at the end of the game just to rake in some extra points. Both of us are going to go for the random draw on secondaries. Both armies ready to go. We'll now start alternating place units on the board next. I just mentioned the battle mat and terrain. So battle mat is from gamemat.eu. It's the Sands of Time mat, 6x4 in size. So for this battle, just marking the edge with the perimeter fence. You can get this one in the 60x44 inches for your regular games of 10th edition. And some of the terrain here is from the Chem Zone set as well. These boxes and containers are from that set scattered around the board. Also these structures here as well from that set also. You can check out gamemat.eu for your supplies of battle mats and pre-painted terrain sets. Link for them below, and also a discount code for 11% off across the store, and they are shipping worldwide. Right, so deployment's done for both sides. Both of us are massing like a combo of units working together. So the trinity of Wraith Lords here with the Avatar of Cain, their eyes are forwards, looking at these 2 tasty objectives there in the middle of the board. Spirit Series with them. Shroud Runners here on the home objective. One of the last units to deploy is the Wave Serpent across here with Fugan and the Fire Dragons. Then on the right hand side, a small group here, so 1 unit of Shining Spears, and then the Falcon with the Banshees. So these 2 units in reserve, these 2 units inside the transport vehicles, and then in reserve is the Shining Spears, the second squad, and also the Wind Riders. So that's deployment done for the Eldar. So for the Necrons, we'll start on the left-hand side. Wraiths here, joined by the Cryptek, and then the Scarabs with them as well. Imitek the Stormlord on the home objective. Locust Heavy Destroyers tucked nicely behind the terrain here, obscured and hidden away. The other squad's on the right-hand side, and then this combination across here. So Silent King as Reanimator, Spider, Doomstalker, and then the Plasmancer with them is just here at the front. And then in reserves, deep striking in, potentially, as with the Hexmark Destroyer, and then the 2 flyers to come in with their death rays. They're called Doom Scythes, aren't they? Yeah, God. Didn't really learn the names. I haven't seen them for years, literally. Good to see them on, though, and a unique Necron list for sure. See how it gets on. Deployment's done. We're ready, I think, to get going with this game. But good to see flyers back on the channel, because we hardly see them at all in any of our games. So we'll see how they get on in this battle. Both armies deployed and ready to go. So we'll go on to the first turn of the game, but who shall go first is the question. So we're all up here. Scott says he hasn't gone first for a long time.
Let's see if that continues. It's a 4.
No one. There you go. Necrons to go first. So if they can get their first shots off, which they will have, because Scott's got some decent long-range anti-vehicle, anti-monster firepower, but it means they will have to emerge here. So there's pros and cons. We'll go on to the first turn of the game. Necrons will make the first move. All right, so first turn of the game. Scott's drawing secondaries here. Just a couple of shout-outs to do. I'm going to mention these Shining Spears. These have been pro-painted by Siege Studios. They have done a beautiful job, so you can check them out for your own painting commission work. So I requested that they would do them in the original white colour scheme, copying the box art, and they've done a fantastic job. So you can check them out for your own painting commission work. Link for them in the video description below. Also using for the Eldar some fancy battle focus tokens. So I'll leave the eBay link for those again in the video description. They're ridiculously cheap. It's with free postage as well, so check them out. Link below. But very, very useful. There's a set of 6. I'm just using 4 here for this size game. But there's a set of 6 of those. You can get them off eBay, and a link for those in the video description below. So secondaries here for the Necrons. A tricky one on turn 1. Cull the Horde was drawn but can't be done, so that was discarded. And then Establish Locus, which is performing an action at the centre of the board or the opponent's deployment zone. Not so easy. And then Recover Assets, that's performing actions in the 3 different zones of the board. So the opponent's deployment zone, No Man's Land, which is potentially doable here for the Necrons, and the Scott's own deployment zone. But it's got to be done with units that will start the action, survive through to the end of my turn 1. So units that go out, or the unit that's chosen to go out into No Man's Land to do it, needs to be able to survive through the end of my turn to get the points. So tricky enough. We'll see how the Necrons manoeuvre here on turn 1. One other thing to mention, Scott is running your own YouTube channel.
I am, yes. Should go up hopefully this weekend, the first video.
Right, so by the time this video is edited and out there, your channel should be up and running. And it's boarding actions.
Boarding actions, yep.
Cool,
yeah.
Okay. So either I'll put a link in the video description below, or if I don't, Scott will put a link in the comments section.
Sure.
Okay, so check those out, and you can check out Scott's channel and see what he's up to over there. But boarding actions starting off with content for that, and apparently it's a good fun.
It's very good, yeah. Okay. It's a great little game.
All right. So movement's complete here for the Necrons. Scott was thinking, does he commit the Silent King or not? He has decided to go for it. So you did a 2 command point. Stratagem.
Yeah.
That's two command points for the 1 stratagem.
No, 1 each. 1 each. 1 to be able to move through a terrain feature as if it's not there.
Okay.
And 1 to auto advance 6.
Right, gotcha. Okay, so that's the explanation for the quick movement here. So moving through the terrain, and then also the guaranteed 6 inches on the advance. Because of your detachment, you'll get assault.
Yes,
keyword.
I do.
Right, okay. So he's moved out across to there. Plasmats advancing to keep up, and he has just about kept up, keeping within 6 inches. And he shifted across here with the base of firepower with the Locust Destroys. Both units pointing through in this direction. Spider moving up, Reanimator, Canoptic Doomstalker. God, that's a lot of heavy gear in that direction. As Stormlord on the objective, Wraiths shifting across in this direction. That's movement done, quite straightforward. But this is some heavy war gear across here for sure. with plenty of guns pointing towards the avatar of Cain. We're going to shooting phase next.
1 and re-roll wounds of 1.
Right, so that's been chosen at the start of the game.
Yeah. Sorry.
For the Silent King, yeah, and I can report on my Wraith Lords. I've gone for the vehicle options, so rerolling hit rolls and wound rolls of 1 against vehicle keyword units. Right, go ahead. Your first debut shot on the channel, no pressure.
Yeah. No pressure at all. Let's get rid of those. They're gone. Right, we're going to go with the minis. These are 2 shots hitting on 2s
against
the first Wraith Lord. Sorry.
This one here?
Yes, first Wraith Lord.
Okay. And anything else?
It is all going to go into that Wraith Lord. We're going to see if we can remove it.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Scott's going to turn to a Patreon. Dave Humphries, Necron player.
Humphries, yes.
Okay.
2s, re-rolling hits of 1 because of the Silent King. They're both hit.
Okay.
It is strength 14, your toughness
10.
So 3s, re-rolling 1, again because of the Silent King. They both hit.
Both
wounded, sorry.
And
yep, and that's -4 to your save.
Okay. It's going to give me 6 ups. So you're on 2s to wound. Crumbs, okay.
So it was, oh sorry, 2s. It was 3s. So that's gone. So it's 1 save. 1 save at -4.
If I remember rightly, they have a high damage. Don't really like them things.
Do.
Yeah. All right, we'll try and block on a 6. No, it's the opposite. 1. I can't come on reroll that. So damage
6.
Straight up 6. I knew it. Okay, going to drop down to 4 wounds left. Duh.
Yep. All right. Thank you, Mr. Humphries, for that. That was brilliant. Right, we will go with the Scepter of Eternal Glory. 2 shots hitting on 2s, but re-rolling 1s.
Re-rolling 1s, yeah.
Yep, both hit. No shenanigans on the 6.
Okay.
10 versus 10, so 4s, but re-rolling 1s, and they've got devastating wounds.
Oh no.
4s. There's a 1. Come on, please. Yes, it's a devastating wound. Very nice. So that is flat 3 damage on the dev.
Yes.
And the save is at -3.
-3, so 5 up to live. We do, 6. Alright, we're still alive, but just with 1 wound left on the Wraith Lord here. It teeters on the brink of destruction.
He does have Staff of Stars as well that I can use.
Go ahead.
So 12.
Oh no. Range on that? I'm just clutching at
24.
Okay, go. Keep going.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
I'm just going to grab one of your dice.
Yep.
I've not seen these before. They are Games Workshop dice, but look at those. Very cool. Are they current or they're from...
They were from 9th.
9th edition.
Yeah, they're very nice.
They are nice.
Right, these are 2s, re-rolling 1s. The skulls are the 1s. Okay, get rid of the 2. Everything else has... There's a 1. Get rid of that. Everything else is hit. It's not as punchy as the other lot. It's only strength 6, T10, so 5s, but re-rolling 1s.
Searching for that 1 wound.
Right, 5, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at -1.
3 ups. Oh, 2. Even a command reroll's not going to save us. Wraith Lord goes, and it doesn't detonate, but it drops to the ground here. The Eldar will shed a tear over that for sure. Oh, it's a tragedy. It makes me sad.
It's not over yet.
There's one model that won't be shedding tears, and that's the Avatar of the Avatar of Cain. His anger will glow ever more brighter.
Right. The Canoptek Doomstalker is going to fire.
Yes.
He's got D6 plus 1 shots. This is going into the second Wraith Lord.
This one?
I'm ignoring your
Avatar
at the moment. D6 plus 1 shots for 2, so 3.
Okay.
It's hitting on 4s, but re-rolling 1s because of the Silent King. 4s.
2 hits.
2. Strength 14. 10.
3s to win.
3s, re-rolling 1s. No shenanigans on the 6, so 2 at -3.
5 ups. Blocked both.
Ooh.
Good.
Well, righto. Okay. Plan C.
He's working his way through his layers of firepower. What do the Eldar do? Do we head towards that blob or not? If we survive.
This unit of Lockhurst destroyers.
Yes.
Are going to put everything
into that one. Yeah, stick with the plan.
Yeah, we'll start with the tanky guns. So these are lethal hits. 2 shots hitting on 3s, but re-rolling 1s, looking for 6s. There's a lethal, and it goes through. 14, 10, so 3s re-rolling 1s. It is a 5.
Nice.
That's -4.
Need 6s. No.
He's flat 6 damage.
He's dead. I can't command reroll that, so we... If I had a command reroll to survive, but instead I've detonated myself. Oh, what a mess. God, boy, I swear my revenge. Right, we'll take him off. I was like, a trinity of Wraith Lords. We can enjoy using those in the game, but no, we haven't even got going yet.
Second unit of the heavy destroyers are going to put everything into the other Wraith Lord.
Yeah,
we're going to...
It's hunting them to extinction here.
Well, what's he got left? Is that a 9?
Yeah, 9 wounds left. Sorry, I took mortal wounds. Yeah. One here, and one here on the backers as well.
Okay, sorry, I'm just going to have a quick measure to see if the other is in range at 36.
Yes, a bit of split firing here. So your combination of your Locust Heavy Destroyers, it's not exclusively the anti-tank gun, it's a mix.
No, I've got an infantry style, the Enimic Exterminator.
So one of those, and the 2 long-range anti-tanks.
The Gauss Destructors.
Okay.
Right, so into the Wraith Lord with the Gauss Destructor, so 3s re-rolling 1s. Yeah, both
getting the hits, yeah, good dice roll.
This is, again, 3s re-rolling 1s, gets 14, 10. So 3s re-rolling 1s, there's a 5 and a 6.
So 5 and a 6 come through. We're up against hyper elite Necrons.
Yeah, -4.
-4, yeah. 6s to try and survive. No, dead.
12 damage.
12 damage. And we blow up again. Spirit Seer's almost gone, but he's redundant anyway. Now that the Wraith constructs are gone, and I'm going to take another wound on the Avatar of Cain. Starshatter, I'd say so. Wow, they're gone. That is blistering.
And then we've got the 6 Enimic Exterminators into Avatar of Cain. We've got a lot of shenanigans here. They did move, so they're not getting heavy, but we have sustained hits 1. So 3s, re-rolling 1s, looking for 6s.
He's got 3 6s, yeah. Add those in.
Okay. Only strength 6.
Toughness 11, 5s to win.
Re-rolling 1s. And there's that. That'd be 5 and a 6. That'd be lovely. No, okay. 4 at -1, 1 damage.
Okay. 3 ups. And a wound goes through. Every wound counts here against the Avatar of Cain. So dropping down to 11 wounds left on him. Restored the wound back onto the Avatar of Cain. There was cover in between. That 2 is a save. With that -1 then +1 back again onto him. So that is shattering for sure. Turn 1 has proved to be good here for the Necrons to let loose with their first volley, and it's been mightily effective. The Avatar of Cain looks over his shoulder to see his Wraith Lord brethren, and all 3 have been brought down here. I'll be criticised for deploying in the open. I was hoping to go first. I was set up to move straight out onto objectives, but the Necrons taking the initiative have gunned down these Wraith constructs. That's the end of the turn. No further shooting, no charges to take place. Scott's elected to keep both of the secondaries in play. His reasoning is that it's more viable next turn for him to pick up points for both of those. No points coming through yet at this stage, but Necrons have certainly made a statement with their hyper-elite heavy war gear moving down that corridor. Creates an interesting twist here in this game. What do the Eldar do? Do we get sucked in against that lot, or do we pursue other areas on the battlefield? It's all about points here in this game. Maybe the Eldar can dance around the table pick up points for secondaries, and try and stay away from the king. We'll see. But the Avatar, I don't think he can resist. He may well end up heading that direction.
It's the main show.
So we'll go on to the first turn for the Eldar coming up next. So turn 1 here for the Eldar. What do? We've been shattered across here. There's no doubt about it. Loss of 3 Wraith Lords. Imagine if those 3 were still alive with their Bright Lances. But the dream descends into a nightmare here for the Eldar. But having said all of that, there is a possibility of some manoeuvres that we can do. I think if we start retreating and hiding, it's going to sacrifice control of the board or give dominance of the table over to the Necrons, and that will surely lead to ultimate defeats. The Eldar have got to go aggressive what they've got left. There's a few things I reckon we can do, and I think we have to go for it. If the Silent King's allowed to continue on, plus all of his supporting units, Necrons, I think, will control the board and secure victories. Eldar have got to do something about it. It's all happening so quick here on turn 1. We'll make some moves here with the Eldar. Cleanse is in play, and so too is Engage on all fronts. So an incentive to get into table quarters for them as well. We'll use all the shenanigans that we can to try and do something about this hyper elite Necron force. Alright, so manoeuvring done. Eldar coordinating their units together in an immediate response to the Necrons. We'll see how it goes. I've decided to keep these here. I want to keep them alive and tucked away on the objective. Roll a 6. Little wonder, very enthusiastic about moving away here with the Spirit Seer. So shifted across to here. This is for engaging all fronts, just to get a model nicely within that table quarter. Those holding. We are going after the Silent King. So lurching forwards with the Avatar of Canes. He's gone 10 inches straight ahead. Then jumping up and over the transport vehicle with the Wave Serpent. And then hopping out of the transport with the Fire Dragons and Fugan. They've lined themselves up, not tapping into the terrain and keeping themselves tight in here just to try and dissuade Scott from Overwatch of different units, which didn't happen, but they do have line of sight through to the Silent King. Then the Shining Spears, we jumped and grabbed an objective, the extra one here in the middle of the board. And then the Banshees, a blistering move from those. So it gave them +2 to their move of an agile maneuver. So the token is just on them over there. So disembarking 3, moving 10, and the guaranteed advance roll of a 6 with those, getting them to just behind the Bryn. They could have gone a bit further. We held back there, again, just to try and dissuade Overwatch against those. And then the Falcon following up behind. So, a real moment of truth here for the Eldar. We'll go on to their shooting phase next. All right, what's about to happen now is huge. Fire Dragons with an opportunity to go after. They're going to do those first, because the way I've angled them, they can see the Mine Hairs. And I don't want to fire other stuff and those disappear, and then I start struggling to see the Silent King. So I'm going to go after that first. There is an opportunity here. No pressure on Scott, but it does depend on his 4+ invulnerable dice rolling here. If I can hit the target first of all. Right. So with the Fire Dragons, I'm looking for all the help I can get in the galaxy to try and get through this Silent King here. So I'm going to use a stratagem called Preternatural Precision. And I'm going to burn my Aspect Warrior token. Usually that's there to give you like a guaranteed 6 to like a failed wound roll and so on. But you can burn the token with a stratagem. 1 Aspect Warrior's unit from your army that's not been selected to shoot this phase. Each time you use a stratagem, you can remove 1 aspect token your unit has, then select one of the following abilities, or select 2 of the following abilities if you removed an aspect token during this usage of the stratagem, which is what I'm doing. Ignores cover, which we don't need because you're going to be on an invuln save anyway. Lethal hits, which I'll take, and sustained hits of 1, which I'll take as well. Until the end of the phase, range weapons got models in the unit have those selected abilities. So we'll go for that just to try and amplify possibly the one chance these Fire Dragons have. The way they're positioned, they're all in melter range, all the weapons, thanks to the bonus 6-inch range coming from Fugan. Alright, so that's the theory. We'll turn to, I'm going to try and boost this with a patron as well, Longbow BB for this firepower. So we'll start with 4 fusion gun, dragon fusion gun shots. So we'll select to reroll ones for our hit rolls. So we're on 3s. Okay, we'll reroll this one. Okay, we've got 2 misses, but we have a sustained. That is also lethal. And there's the sustained hit. And now we're going to try and wound you. So we're coming through, I'm guessing this is going to be on 5s. Strength 9.
Yep, toughness 10.
Okay. Hold it right there. Almost missed just a very small roll. Monster or vehicle reroll, hit rolls, wound rolls, and damage rolls. God, okay, right. So I'm going to reroll that hit roll from earlier on. That's still missed. That's fine. So the result still stands. So we have 2 attempts at trying to wound on 5s. And they're rerollable. So one comes through, and I'll reroll this one. And that fails. All right, so 2 go through. These will take you down to invuln saves of 4+.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Make them both.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. Damage would have been... Whoa. Oh, that would have been 9. And 6 would have been 15 damage.
Yeah, that would have been both of them gone.
I'm in agony here. We'll move on. I've got 2 models left. We'll go to the Fire Pike. 3s. Right, we've hit. I could fish for a 6, but no, we'll just leave it at that. We're coming through now at strength 12.
10.
3s to wound. Right, that goes through. This is now down to your... Yeah, go ahead.
Invuln?
Yes.
4+. Yep.
Passed. Damage on that would have been 1. You can re-roll the damage. That would have been 5 plus 3. It would have been another 8. I did say it's down to your invuln dice rolling. Right, now it's down to Fugan himself, who, no matter what he does, will not be able to destroy this vehicle. But we'll try and get a hit here. So we're looking at... We'll go for the single shot. We have to. Yeah. Sustained. He could destroy it if it goes through. This is strength 14.
10.
3s. Both go through. It's all down to you now. So 4+ invulnerable saves.
Yep.
Pass both again.
I swear these dice are not loaded.
Games Workshop, they can't be loaded, surely. Right, the damage on that would have been... I'd re-roll that 2. The damage on that would have been... 21.
Wow.
Yeah. So you've blocked about 50 wounds coming through from that squad.
That's amazing from a squad that small, but
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because it was sustained, right? 2 came through. It's melter plus 6.
Ooh.
So it would have been 12 plus the score. I think it took me to 21. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That was the opportunity there. It shows it can be done, but boy, are invuln saves helpful. Game-changing moment there. Well done. Well done to your dice roll. We did the best we could. We'll go to the Avatar of Cain. Single shot with him. Needing a 2. I'm going to elect 2 reroll 1s for my shooting. I'll reroll 1s. I'd love to get a 6. I'd love to get a 6. We do! Right. Wow, this is so weird. Sustained hits of D3. I'm going to immediately switch to a Patreon here to help me out. Mitch, not Keith or Rob. Just to give us a bonus. Yeah, okay, so it's 2 go through. We're now going to try and wound on 3s because we're strength 12. 2 go through. Interesting. Invuln saves once again.
4+ invulns. Make 1 damage.
1 goes through. Yeah. So this would be D6 plus 2.
I'll spend a CP.
CP. Oh,
4+. No, it's a 2.
goes through. Okay. Can we take out one of the Mynheers? The answer is... I don't need to remove that, by the way. 1 wound left. Oh, how annoying. There's not much I can do about it. It's not a melter weapon. D6 plus 2. I can't command reroll because I need that for something else. That's CP. So we'll leave it, and you can take 4 damage on a Mynheer. It's a 5 wound model, so it's got 1 wound left.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll turn to the Wave Serpent and put its shots into the same target. So we'll go Shuriken Cannon first. Okay, so 1 lethal and 1 hit. And no wound, no kind of reroll. So -1 +1, so 2 up for this one.
2 up save?
Yeah, 2 up normal arm save.
6.
6 goes through. Okay. It's blocked. And then we'll go for the twin Bright Lance, which always misses. And it hits. And it does wound. This one will take you to an invuln save.
4+. It's a 6.
6 again. Blocked again. That would have been enough to take out the Mine Hair. That was d6 plus 2. Okay, it's firepower from that done. Starting to run out of options. All right, so we'll press on with firepower. Scott's earned himself a ban on the channel. For oh dear. Right. I'm thinking about what to do with the Falcon. It's got line of sight through to him and take the Stormlord. I could try and take him down. That would be tactically useful. But boy, do we need support now trying to take out Mine Hairs and trying to get through those. Both targets boast a 4+ vulnerable save. God, it's a tough choice. It really is tough. Yeah, Scott's saying there's a strategy that he could have used if he'd saved the command reroll, which lets you relocate d6.
Yeah.
With the Silent King.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, any Necron vehicle.
And that's obviously unique for your detachment. Yeah.
Yeah, I made a slight mistake there.
I can see why you're a fan of the detachment. There's some pretty good stuff going on. All right, I'm just going to go Shuriken Cannon into there on the off chance we can pick off one of those. And then we are going to try and go after the character on the objective. We're trying to stick to the overall game plan with the Falcon. And we need help. We'll turn to Carl Roden for this one. And we'll do the Bright Lance first into, the Overlord. A hit. Now try and wound on a 12.
Yeah, T5.
2s. Right. I cannot command reroll. All right. If I did, we'll just do what if. I would have wounded you. I'd like to see if you'd save that. So 4+ invulnerable save. You would have saved it.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm angry and happy at the same time. We'll go on to the 3 shots now coming from the pulse laser. 2 hits. It's going to be 3s to wound. 2 wounds. Right. -2. Cover. -1.
So 3s.
3s. Double six. Oh, boy. Wow. Damage would have been dead. Unbelievable. I've literally dealt out, I'm just saying, dealt out about 70 or 80 wounds and they've all been blocked in this game so far. We'll go on to a Shuriken Cannon. And 2 lethals.
Very nice.
Right, -1, cover in between, so you can turn 2. Your saves are 2+.
There's a 1.
1 is in.
Yeah.
Damage 2. A Mine Hair drops. Okay, 1's gone. Gives us some hope, perhaps. That shooting phase finished. We'll go on to charges next. All right, so charges. They've been successful here for the Eldar. 2 charges taking place. The Avatar of Cain's gone in with his charge. Rolled a 11, I think, with him. And then the Banshees, an 8 in total. And they've gone in sweeping through the ruins into the Wraiths. So for this one, there's a decision for me to make. I'm going to explain both to you, and you can let us know in the comment section which one you do. Scott's quite sure on what decision he would make. I'm thinking I still don't know. I'm going to walk this through, right? I've got 1 command point left, and I've got 2 strategic options which I can play. The first one is at the end of the fight phase, I can hop the fire dragons back inside the transport. That is a really good move to try and protect them. But the second option, which has been pointed out in previous games, because I do read the comments, is for Jane Zar to issue Epic Challenge, which means she can get through with her attacks as precision to take out the Cryptek, to shut him down and prevent the 5+ feel no pain across that Wraith unit. It really would assist that close combat in a mighty way. If he was gone, I could then start work on those Wraiths. Now that would be a good move as well. Which one do we go for? Do we leave Jane Zar to fight just as normal? Or do we try and save the fire dragons? Once those fire dragons are taken out, I'll lose significant anti-tank, which we do need in this game. I'm starting to persuade myself to go for that option. I'll have to think about this. We'll come back to you in half an hour.
Really?
Yes, I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna assist Jane Czar. Oh man, that's a tough decision. There's a few options with those. I'll do it that way. Okay, I regret that, but oh man, this is tough, right? So we'll go for Jane Czar. We're going to play Epic Challenge. It means her attacks are precision. There's no option of standing down or avoiding it. I can just put those attacks into the Cryptek, so we'll try and go for that. In which case, we'll reroll ones. Here for aspect, host detachment. We'll do Jane Czar first. The other thing I messed up as well was the Falcon. Should have put some shots into the Wraiths to grant the unit reroll wounds. But anyway, we'll go for 2s, and it's a full house. Checking the rolls for precision, I'm rolling to wound as normal. I'm not rolling to wound against the toughness of the Cryptek, in which case the unit's toughness is 6. So it's going to be forced to wound. Jane Czar is coming through at strength 6. Just checking if there's anything else. Yes, anti-infantry 3+. So it will be 3s to wound with her Blade of Destruction. And she does get to reroll wounds because of Storm of Silence. Makes an attack that targets a character unit. You can reroll the wound roll. She's nearly got them all. 7 wounds come through. Right, so I want to know the armor save on the Cryptek.
He is 4+.
I think he's a 4+. She is AP -3, in which case 2 will kill him because they're damage 2. That's 4 wounds. Hold it right there. You're still going to get your Feel No Pain.
Feel No Pains, yeah.
So on the first one, 2 dice needing 5s.
Nope.
No. The second one, 2 dice needing 5s.
1.
Block 1. Okay, it's going to take another one. 2 dice needing 5s.
4 and a 6.
Okay, got him. Right, so it's taken absorb 3. He is now slain. Both in agreement are pretty short. Now that the Cryptek is dead, the unit has now lost the Feel No Pain. In which case, you're now down to protecting yourself onto Wraiths. 4 dice on your invuln save. 4 pluses.
That's a 1. That's a 3.
2 go through.
So 2 go through.
And your 4-wing model, it's 4 damage. It's a Wraith slain.
1 Wraith?
Yeah, 1 whole Wraith gone.
Okay. That one.
Okay. I know that's a good move, but it comes at a cost. And putting them in there would have been a good move as well. So it's choosing either or the other, with a downside for either as well. That's where the pain was. Okay, pain on the left or pain on the right. We'll now do the attacks from the rest of the squad, and they do have some chance at bringing those Wraiths down. We'll see how we get on. So we'll turn to the Exarch first of all. We're running the Executioner, 3 attacks. They need 2s actually. And they've all hit. We'll now try and wound with anti-infantry 3+. 1 goes through. Invuln save again.
4+. It is a 3.
No, 3 damage on that one.
One's on 1.
And then we have the rest of the squad, which will be 8 attacks with their swords. Needing 2s. They've all hit. And now trying to wound. I wish we had the real wound. Yeah, anti-infantry 3+. This is the thing. Wish I had the reroll for wounding. 5 have gone through. These are quite good on the AP minus. Yeah, they're AP -2. So you can go to 4+ vulnerable saves on 5 dice.
Oh, it's cocked.
Cock dice, yeah. So I can see
1, 2, and 3 have gone through.
3 have gone through.
Yeah.
They're damaged 2 now.
Right, so that is 1 dead and 1's down to 2. I'm sorry, hang on. One of those, that was, one is, because that was him. So
Gone.
That's him gone. And they're 2?
Yeah.
That's the other one gone.
Wipe out. Oh boy, the Banshees have done it. They have done it. Interesting. Okay, so they've wiped their target. We know it's going to come at a cost, but we've cleared the Wraiths. But just have to stop and say, Banshees are swift. Small squad of 5. I think it's 85 points. The Banshees, 110 for Jane Zar. So it's cheap. And you can see the combinations. Added 2 to the move. She gives them a guaranteed 6-inch advance. Then you can charge. The unit potentially can shoot, but I hid them away. There's shooting available from them. With the Falcon's support, you've got the option there of rerolling the wounds as well. And as pointed out from one of the subscribers, you must use Epic Challenge. It came up in the comment section a number of times. Use Epic Challenge with Jane Zar or to try and root out Cryptek. It's actually a game against my Necrons.
Right.
Someone saying, try and get the Cryptek. So it was advice.
Yeah.
But I remembered it here for this game. Okay.
You've removed them.
Yeah, cleared them out on that flank. That's turned out well. That's a good one. Right. Next, Avatar of Cain. Oh, no. Right, so he gets 6 attacks with strike. We will elect to reroll our 1s. And that's it. And I'm going to commit this to Ray Cross, of course, here. For the most epic combat ever. 2s. God, glad we chose to reroll 1s. Come on, need them all. 1 has failed. 5 go through. It's going to be 3s to win. We're at strength 16.
Yeah.
3 go through. That's going to be a big struggle for us now. There's nothing I can do about it. There's no kind of rerolls. Nothing I can do. 4+ invulnerable saves. Huge roll here.
Coming up. Yep, all of them. No, it's a 1. Sorry. Oof. That's a 1, and I don't have a CP.
Okay. D6 plus 2. And it's 5 in total, which is enough. That'd be the mini. Oh. Okay. That could be resurrected. Silent King has been protected. Avatar of Cain has tried his best, and now will be struck back by the Silent King.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Note to self: 2nd unit of fire dragons.
Yes. Right. These are going to be coming in on 2s, re-rolling 1s, lethal hits on 6s. Just find the 1s, re-roll. Right, so lethal hits.
2, yeah.
2 gone through. Everything else is a success. 8 is the strength.
Toughness 11.
5s, re-rolling 1s. Oh, yeah. 5.
Yeah.
Get rid of them, and there's a 1. Re-roll it into it. No.
6.
I at -3.
Okay. 4+ invulnerable saves. And we block half. Damage.
2 damage.
Becomes 1. Dropping down to 9 wounds left.
And then I'll hit you with my Stannis stair lift.
Okay.
Hitting on a 4. Yes. Strength 4, so it's going to be 6, but re-rolling 1s. Nope. That's everything.
All right. Okay, and I think that's combat's resolved across the board. We've had some extremes going on in this game, for sure, both for the Eldar and the Necrons. Give an update on the score at this stage. All right, so points coming through for the Eldar. Yes, 2 points for engaging all fronts and 2 points for cleanse, with the bikers here performing that action on that objective. So 4 points to 0. Eldar off the mark. They have surged out to the middle of the board. They've gone after the Necrons here and met with a variety of results. Great success across here. Jane Zar and the Banshees struggling against Silent King, but with the potency to bring him down for sure. But the 4+ invulnerable save keeping him alive. He'll strike back the stacked up elite Necron units. Remember those 2 flyers that can come screaming onto the board as well to lend some firepower support. So the battle is just heating up now at this stage. The Silent King and the Avatar of Cain are still locked in mortal combat. We're going to the second turn of the game for the Necrons coming up next. Turn 2 here for the Necrons. Secondaries, it's the first two that's still in place. Recover assets and establish locus. Those two are the ones that are currently in play. We'll let Scott make his moves here. Interesting to see how he responds to this Eldar aggression. Eldar are quite glass hammer. If Scott can break more units, it really could be it's putting the Eldar into a tricky situation. There's multiple things that need to be dealt with here for the Necrons. And remember that Scott's core forces it's in that zone across this corridor of death that runs down this direction, but it does have air support available. We'll see how the Necrons manoeuvre next. Our movement phase for the Necrons. There is Overwatch about to take place. A few things to point out. You're going to take the Stormlord activated once per game? Or?
Yeah, it's the Lord of the Storm.
Okay.
Any unit within 12. On a 2 to 5, it's D3 mortals. On a 6, it was D3 plus 3, but I rolled a 4 and it was D3 for 2.
Yeah, 2 benches slain. That's been done. So you're going to take the Silent King electing to fall back, and mine here is resurrected with 1 wound left. Just before Scott pulls back, I'll Overwatch with this squad across here. So it's the same shooting as last time, but needing 6s, not 3s, sadly. We'll turn to Midnight Miniatures for this firepower. And we'll go for the same combo. So it's going to be 3, 4 Dragon Fusion Guns. We do get a 6. Whoa. It really is worth doing Overwatch. It really is, because they're on the reroll hit rolls. Shuriken. No, it's not. You have to read the wording on these rules. In your shooting phase. In which case, we'll stick with that one. We're going to try and... So I'm not even going to get to reroll wounds here either. So 5 then. Ooh. Going to ask you to make another 4+ invulnerable save.
Coming right up, sir.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go to... They definitely got symbols for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. T.O. can never look at them. 100%.
It's okay. We'll go for the Firepike. No. And Fugan, the final roll. It's a whole face and it's a 1, which we can reroll. Close. Okay. Right, so Overwatch was a failure across there. It's no further damage coming through. Was an opportunity though. We'll let Scott continue his move. Right, so Necron move is complete. We've seen the Silent King pull back and attempted Overwatch against him, but nothing coming through. Mine here resurrected. Him backing up has sort of held units up across here, but it's sort of supporting units anyway. Firepower can still go through these. So Lot Cost Heavy destroys here. The other units advanced. Remember, they can still shoot with the detachment. They've shifted across to grab this objective. 5 points picked up for primaries. Going to take the Stormlord remaining where he is. Screening with the Scarabs. And then the final move was the 2... Oh, yeah, there's 2 moves here. The Flyers on the right-hand side. So they've turned up just there, outside of my deployment zone, just over 9 inches away from enemy units. Turning up here with the gun-slinging cowboy, as we call him, but the Hexmark Destroyer is range 18, so you can shoot across in either direction, landing just here, and that's the Flyers positioned on the flank. I think the pair of them is quite intimidating on the board, and a lot of points, apparently.
460.
Yeah. We'll see what they can do. We'll go on to shooting phase next.
2 of them, and then it's going to be 6 coming in.
All right. So we're looking now at the Locust Heavy Destroyers at the back. They're going to put all their shots into the Avatar of Cain. Vagabond for the Patronic dice being used.
Yep.
And it's going to be 2 shots first from the
They are.
Gore's Destructors.
You are sitting on the objective. Well, they've stood still, so they're 2s now because they're heavy. Re-rolling 1s. Yep.
2 hits, yeah.
14.
3s to wound.
3s to wound. Re-rolling 1s because of the Silent King.
1 goes through.
Okay, yeah. -4.
Now it's my turn to roll some 4+ invulnerable saves. And here we go. Ha! Oh. That is just extreme bright. Well, 6 damage.
Yes.
Halved 3.
Okay.
It's dropping down to 6 wounds left.
The Enmitic Exterminator, 6 shots, hitting on 2s because it stood still. Sustained hits 1, re-rolling 1s because of the Silent King.
It's a handy weapon for chipping off wounds.
Yeah, there's the 1. So yeah, and that's a sustained hits 1, so 1 goes back in. Strength 6, toughness 11 you said. So
yeah,
5s, re-rolling 1s. There's a 1, and there's another 1. Alright. So
that's
5
not
down
bad.
5, so that's 4 at -1, 1 damage.
It's cover in between for the ruin. Sitting on 2s, just about past. Okay, Avatar's still alive, he's just over half dead.
Alright, yeah, I'm ready.
Avatar of Cain, I have to say, he's single-handedly causing a traffic jam. At least for a short time.
Yeah.
So he's serving a purpose.
Yeah. The Canoptech Doomstalker now, with his Doomsday Blaster. Heavy, stood still, which is nice. D6 +1 shots for 6. Right, so 3s re-rolling 1s because of the Silent King. 3s re-rolling 1s.
All good.
All hit, yeah, no other shenanigans, no, okay, cool. 14, 11, so 3s re-rolling 1s. 3s re-rolling 1s. Take the 2 misses out, no shenanigans on the 6s, no, so that is 4 saves at -3.
-3, so it's going to be 4 plus invulnerable saves. None. This is extreme.
It's one way or the other, isn't it? Each one is 3 damage. 3, 6,
Becomes 2
12.
damage, which even if I command reroll, I'm still dead. That's unbelievable. Avatar of Cain's gone. Do you know what? I hope I blow up. We do not. Roll a 1. Can we roll anything higher than a 4+ today? Oh, for saves at least. Okay, so Avatar has gone. Kind of knew it was coming. Perhaps it's come a bit quicker than hoped for. There's still more firepower to come. We'll press on. More Necron shooting available. Next bit of shooting.
Imatek, the Stormlord, is going to put the staff of the Destroyer over into the Banshees. See if we can clear 3 of them away. 3 shots hitting on 2s. Yep.
All of them, yep.
Okay. And use these for a wound as well, can't I?
Yeah, use
so
it.
we'll use Darth Windu.
You can use it for all the wounds. No
yeah,
props.
Wonderful. This is Strength 6, Toughness 3.
2s to wound.
Yep. Each one is -3.
So we will take 5 plus invulnerable saves to try and preserve life. We do block 1.
Each one is 2 damage.
Yeah. Okay. It's the regular ladies slain.
You got 1 more in there.
1 left. Yeah, 1 Exarch and Jane left.
Yeah. Right, let me get me dice.
These are going to fire next. So Locust Heavy Destroyers, all their shots going into the Wave Serpent. That's there to transport and protect the Fire Dragons. I haven't got a name for this bat report. Extinction.
The desolation of. Oh dear.
And I think in the lore, Eldar Necrons don't get on very well. They utterly hate each other. You can sense it here on the board. These two armies are cutthroat against each other. It's kill or be killed.
Wowza. Right.
So 2 shots.
Yeah. They have moved, so they're not getting the benefit of heavy, and they're outside of any 6-inch range for any other shenanigans. So it's hitting on 3s, but these are lethal hits, so 3's looking for 6s. There's a 6.
6 and a 4. Okay. Alright, wounding on 3s. Hold a second. Wave Serpent. -1 to the wound roll.
Ooh.
So 4s.
4s.
Yeah.
That's nice.
2 hits coming through.
Yeah.
Wounding on 4s because of our -1 ability. 2 wounds go through. We'll try and block on 5 plus invulnerable saves. I'm going to roll somewhere else. Double 6! Right, this is the rolly zone round here. The Wraith Lord Graveyard. Okay. Blocked both. Wave Serpent undamaged, 13 wounds left.
I've got the 6 shots still from the anti-infantry in that unit.
I've not seen extreme dice roll like this on both sides. It's either bad or amazingly good.
These are 3s.
The dice dominating the game here.
Hang on, you're within half range, so it's rapid fire 6.
12 shots.
2, 4, 6. Right. Hitting on 3s. Sustained hits 1. Get rid of that. So 2 go back in.
There's 2 in there. That's
there.
it. Yeah.
Yep. Get rid of those. Right. 6 versus
5's to win.
5 to wound. Oh, that's terrible.
2.
2. -1 and 1.
Cover? Doesn't it
Yeah.
strip cover?
Oh, yeah,
does it?
yeah.
1 goes through.
Okay, 1 damage.
Dropping down to 12 wounds left. Wave Serpent's still very much alive.
Mm-hmm.
At this stage, we'll just put the wounds up here. Hexmark Destroyer next. 6 shots. Shooting into the Shroud Runners.
Yep, okay. Ignores cover if they're getting it.
Okay, and stealth.
Hitting on 2s.
3s for stealth.
3s for stealth. Well, there's 2 1s. Get rid of those. Okay.
Rest is good, yeah.
Yep. It is strength 6, toughness 4.
3's to wind.
Yep.
All of them.
And it's -2.
-2 ignoring cover.
Yeah.
5+ invulnerable save on these, and 3 go through.
1 damage each.
Okay, so mortal slain, and 2 wounds left on another.
3.
And which one? This one?
No, the first one.
Okay, and we're split firing here,
Yep.
with the Death Ray going into the Wave Serpent.
Yeah, and then the twin Tesla Destructor into those.
Okay,
Right.
Death Ray first.
Yeah, hitting on 3s, sustained hits D3. So 3's looking for 6s.
2 6s.
Oh, what is going on? D3 for both. So another 3. Another 2.
Sustained D3.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes, mate. So they've all hit.
I have one of these.
That's crazy. They've
Liking the
buffed
idea.
something
Yes.
chronic since 9th.
I love the Necron flies. They're so iconic, the shape of them.
The flying cross-arm.
Yeah, well, that's what their enemies call them.
Strength 16. Toughness 11.
Yeah, 3 string becomes 4s because of the -1 to the wound roll.
4s. Oh, look at all them things. That is outrageous.
5 6s and 2 5s.
And that's dead. 2, 4, 6,
7.
7. At -4.
Invulnerable save, right? Correct. 5 pluses.
My caramba.
Do block 3.
Yeah.
But it's going to be 4d6 plus 4 damage.
D6 plus 1.
Oh, yeah, so I mean...
Oh, yeah, for 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do our math hammer here.
Dead. Just roll to see if we blow up. We don't. Target destroyed. We're just going to remove it from play. But Wave Serpent gone. Oh, boy.
And then we follow up with the twin Tesla Destructor.
6 shots.
2, 4, 6 hitting on those guys. This is sustained hits 2 and twin linked.
Wow.
Hitting on 3s, looking for 6s.
4s for hits.
4s.
Stealth.
Oh, of course, right, okay. Well, you blocked them all then, because that was 2 1s. So there's
Dodged
3s. Yeah.
Continuing this one extreme to the other
Yeah.
theme going on here. I've got a second flyer remaining. Scott's going to split fire. So firepower coming from here. The Death Ray's going into the Fire Dragons. And then the Destructor's going into the Bikers.
And I'm going to... Can I use another...
Of course, yeah, go ahead.
I'll use Nate Miller.
Yeah, it's Necron player.
Yes. Good man. Right, these are hitting on 3s, looking for 6s. Sustained hits D3. Oh!
2 1s.
2
Oh.
1s. Do I want a CP reroll one of them? I think I do.
Whoa, only 1 hit come through so far.
Yeah. It's only going to be 2 guys dead though, isn't it? But here we are. Let's do it. So 3s. Looking for... Okay. So, yeah. 16, so it's going to be 2s. That found me now. Yeah. 2.
2 wounds.
-4.
5 plus invulnerable saves. Do we block both?
Oh!
Extreme again.
Oh! Okay. 2,
Cause Destructors now 6 shots into the Bikers.
4, 6. Sustained hits 2, so 3's looking for 6s. 3's looking for 6. Oh, there's 3 1s, but that's sustained hits 2, so that goes back in, and that's gone. 8 versus 3, so 2s. These are twin linked.
Yeah, it's toughness 4, but still 2s.
Twin linked.
That knocks it over, that's fine, yeah. 5 go through, you're good.
0 AP, 2 damage.
3 ups. Come on, yeah, we pass. Except 1. 2 damage, and we'll put that on the Exarch just to try and preserve life. So I'll put it onto that model just there. So the models remain on the board for now. Okay, we'll look and see what other firepower remains. The Silent King is actually available here with his firepower. Right, everything the Silent King has, including the Mine Hair, is going to go into the Fire Dragons. They are dangerous. They're a full squad at the moment, so they need to be dealt with.
I'll leave the men here until last.
Last, yeah, makes sense.
Right, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, these are hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. There's a 1s. There's a 1. No shenanigans here, so it is what it is. Okay.
11 hits.
Strength 6, toughness 3.
2's to winged, re-rolling 1s.
There's another 1.
10 saves.
4, 6, 8, 10. -1 for 1.
1 damage.
1 damage on his Staff of Stars.
Okay. We'll go for... Well, what's your AP minus?
AP minus is 1.
Oh, back up to 3s then for cover. Okay, so we'll do 5, 6 for now at least. Pass them all. 2 go through.
1 damage. Pop.
1 damage at a time. As I think the way this is working out, we'll go and lose the Exarch. Oh, go on then. I think just double check. I just want to absorb, trying to keep models alive and shots alive. With him, the Firepike really just gives me extra range. Exarch doesn't really mean anything else, I don't think. So yeah, we'll do it like that and just try and absorb as much damage as possible.
Okie dokie. Then we've got the Sector of Eternal Glory. 2 shots hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. They've both gone through. 10, so 2s. Death wounds. No. -3.
-3, -2. It's 5 up save, 5 up in fun. Either way, 5s. Snake eyes.
Flat 3 damage on each.
3. Okay, 2 models slain. Ouch.
And then the Menhir over into the other Falcon over that side.
Oh, Mine Hair is going across there.
Yep.
Okay.
And that is hitting on 2 re-rolling 1s. It hits 14, 11, so 3s re-rolling 1s. It's a 6, -4.
Bit of cover in between. Nope.
Flat 6.
Straight 6, dropping down to 6 wins left. So, firepower's been resolved. No charges taking place. And that's the end of the turn. Points coming through. 5 points for primaries. Then on secondary, Scott's dumped recover assets. That's going. And then established locus is going to remain on the board. He's going to continue rolling that into his next turn. So it feels like we've played half a game already. We're going to go on to the second turn of the game for the Eldar coming up next. I don't know if we have the resources to go after the heavy chunk of stuff across there. We'll see. Eldar still have units available. We've lost approaching half our army. I think Wraith Lords, Avatar, yeah, getting close to half the army, but still assets available on the board, spread out across the table. We have caused some damage. So we'll press on to Eldar turn 2 as they continue this fight against the Necron menace. Turn 2 for the Eldar. Feels like turn 4. Manoeuvring taking place. Coming on from reserves, turning up here as with Wind Riders on the home objective, closest eligible target's the flyer. Going to take the risk with these. Not much firepower is going to come from them, but the potential for 9-inch charge. They fly, they can go after the aircraft. Be glorious if they do make it in, but we'll see what happens. Overwatch was done here as these moved across, and that's my saves, 2 5s. There's another load of saves came across somewhere else. Jane Czar. Yeah, there's an Overwatch, and just to clarify, he gets Overwatch for free. But the regular Overwatch CP being spent against Jane Czar, she's moved across, so she's got 8, guaranteed 6-inch advance, and made it right into the face of Imhotep the Stormlord. Took about 6 wounds, I think, from Overwatch, and blocks them all on 5s and 6s on the Exarch. Must be Jane Czar's little sister there being protected. Falcons remained where it is. It's been joined by the Spirits, who's moved on to that objective as well. What's encouraging for the Eldar is 10 points picked up for primaries. They are ahead as far as points are concerned. If they don't stem the tide of the Necrons, though, and we get wiped out in the various areas, then Scott will then start to have free reign across the board, and he can rake the points in. So it's kind of a race against time, this game, here for both factions. Paid an extra, once Overwatch was used up, paid an agile manoeuvre for an extra 2-inch move, jumped 16 right into the face. Our last chance, perhaps, to go after the Silent King with the brave Shining Spear unit as they bear down upon him. Then we did close down Overwatch at the start of the turn. With the Fire Dragons, they moved into the terrain to challenge the objective that Scott's holding across there with the Locust Heavy Destroyers. Eldar still have options, but how strong will their bite be? We'll have to see. We'll go into the shooting phase next. Now, part of my reasoning is that I'm trying to reinforce my home objective and then put some shots into that closest target. Now, we get 18 shots. The other closest is going to be rolling our hit rolls. We're looking for 3s. Now, 6s are good because 6s are lethal. And I might fish 4 6s with all of these. It's kind of, that's cocked. I'm just going to roll that again. It's a 5. Sorry, that was it looked like a 6, but it was on the best result, so I re-rolled it. It was on a 6 or a 5, but I've re-rolled it, I got 5. 1s and 2s we'll take away. Now we're going to try and wound. Strength 6.
Toughness 9. Okay,
5s. Oh, there's a couple more. Okay, well, would you believe it? 10 saves at AP -1. And each one is damage 2.
Ooh. -1, you're saying?
Yeah.
Right, 4s.
Is it Wind Riders to the rescue? 4s are kicking in once again. I'm going to steal
2, 4, 6,
I'm going to steal
8.
it. I'm going to steal your dice. That 4 is a block. That 4's a block. No.
Oh, there's
3 go through. 6 damage. 6 damage. Yeah.
Yes, it's down to 6.
Down to 6 wins left. Yeah, it's an interesting result that. We'll go to Shining Spears. We know what their firepower is going to be, so we're going to go for reroll 1s. Shuriken Cannon, same target. Rerolling 1s. So 2 hits. I'm just hitting you normally.
Yeah.
Okay. That's 2 wounds. 2 wounds at -1, 2 saves of 4+, and again it's damage 2.
A 6 and a 3.
1 goes through,
Yeah.
dropping down to 4 wounds left. We'll just use one of these ones.
Yeah.
Almost got him. We'll go for all the lances are out of range. They're range 6. So this is twin shuriken catapults. I'll try and wind you. I'm just twin linked. 1 goes through. This one's -1.
4s again. Yep.
And that's blocked. All right, 4 wounds left. Some heavy damage, though, coming through against the flyer. We jumped across here to get ourselves in trying to get you for lone operative. So I'll offload all of our shots into him. So 2 sniper shots, first of all. Are you stealth?
No.
2 hits. A wound. -1.
4+ save.
Save.
Yep.
Blocked. Well done. That would have been 2 damage. And then we'll go for scatter lasers. I think this Hexmark's going to survive here quite comfortably. 3s. We're not aspect warriors, no kind of help. It's horrific dice rolling. That's sustained for scatter lasers now. And then forced to wound. And it's 3 saves.
AP?
Nothing.
Well, 3s.
3 ups.
Oh, there's a 2 and a 1.
2
and a
wounds.
5. So yeah, 2 wounds.
He starts on...
He's got 5 wounds.
Okay, drops to 3. All right, and he's going to be safe, and obviously living metal as well, so he's going to be okay. All right, we'll turn to... We'll just do the obvious firepower here. So we're going to turn to the bikers. We'll go with them. They'll offload all of their shots into the face of the Silent King. So we'll start with twin shuriken catapults just to try and chip off a wound. We'll go for reroll ones for our shooting. So looking for 3s. Then we're looking for
Toughness 10.
6s. Twin linked. 2. 2 at -1. 2
Threes?
ups. Yeah. Just to try and strip away the main here.
Double 1. So 1 goes on the
Silent King.
1 goes on the menhir because he was on 1.
Yeah.
And sorry, what was the damage?
Damage 1.
Damage 1. So yeah, you chipped 1 off the king.
Hey. There you go. A shuriken catapult did more damage than Fugan and the Shining Spears. Oh dear.
Down to 15.
15. It's so encouraging to get a wound against you. I'll tell you, I'm elated. We'll turn to shuriken cannon. Rerolling 1s. That's a lethal. And another wound. 2 saves at -1.
3s.
We're in all of a sudden.
And 1 goes through.
Damage 2.
Alright. Okay. At 13.
13 wounds left. We'll press on with this here. We'll turn to lances next. So 2 regular laser lances. 2 hits. We'll try and wound on 5s though. 1 does go through.
AP.
-2.
4 plus invuln. So 2.
It's gone in again. Damage 2.
Alright. At 11.
11 wounds left. And then finally the Exarch. Hits and wounds.
1 save.
-3.
4 plus invuln. It's a 3.
Right. And just going to check the damage on this one.
I have no CP. I can't re-roll it.
Star Lance, damage 3.
Alright.
Down to 8. What?
Thank you.
I think you've burnt out on 4 ups.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's mid-game.
oh boy, 8 wounds left. The charge potentially to come with those. Well,
That was. Oh, was that on you?
that's
That
on
was,
me.
yeah,
My
that
Exarch
had a menhir with
one
yeah,
wound left.
Yeah.
Shining Spears, would you believe it?
They're very shiny.
Right, we'll go with Jane Czar next, as all of their shots going to go into Imatech. That's just to try and soften him up a little bit. In which case, we'll go for... Okay, yeah, we've got options here. We'll go for... we'll just stick to the plan here. So we'll go for 2s with her attacks. All good. And we'll go for 4s, I think, strength 6.
Toughness 5.
3s to wound. 4 go through. And these are at -2.
4 plus invuln. Damage.
4 ups. Damage 1.
Oh!
Burnt out. His 4 wounds have just gone through. Oh, he's got a wound left. Exarch, this will be insulting. She's hit. She's wounded.
He's got 6 wounds. So
He's got 6 wounds. All right, so he will live.
Yeah.
You got 1 more save to make here at
Yeah.
AP -1. This is a shuriken pistol.
Here comes the 1.
A 2. It's gone through.
1 damage.
Just 1, yeah.
Okay.
1 wound left. Would you believe it? Firepower for the Eldar. It's like they've fallen asleep in despair and had a dream of how it could go.
Yeah.
Dear me.
Yeah, that's it.
I was going to go ambitious with this, put shots all the way down there, but I'm not. I'm going to stick to the plan. So I'm going to go for all of the firepower into the Silent King. I'll stick with this. This is coming from the Falcon. So we'll go Bright Lance. That's missed. Pulse Laser. It's missed apart from 1. Strength 9 though.
T10.
I'm going to reroll. It's just cocked dice. It's the same result. It's a 5. AP -2. Bit of cover -1. So 3 up.
So 3.
Just about. Oh. And then Shuriken Cannon, which may be out of range actually. Miles in range. All 3 have hit. Wounding. Yeah, 2 wounds go through. -1 +1. 2 saves of 2+.
Yep.
Well done. Okay, right. So no further damage coming through from the Falcon. Has been disappointing in this game. Just looking around for more firepower. Nearly. Forgot these boys across here. So the Fire Dragons, they're going to offload all of their firepower into the Locust Heavy Destroyers. Just going to stick to the plan. I'm going to reroll ones for my shooting. And we'll start with the 2 attacks coming through from the regular Fire Dragon models. Double 6. I was tempted to use a stratagem for sustained, but
Wow.
that's right. So we're going to try and wound you here. You're not vehicles, so just going to go straight up for wounding on 3s. And 1 goes through. -4 cover. I think it's going to be a 6 up save.
Yeah, it will be.
6 plus to block.
It's a 4.
No.
Damage?
Damage of D6, which is 4. It's going to kill him.
That's dead.
Yeah, because it's D6 plus 3, I think.
Yeah.
D6 plus 3. Melter range, yes. So 1 model slain.
I need to stay on the point.
On the objective, yeah, okay. We'll go for Seer Song, I think it's called. Lance shot from the man himself, 2s. 6 is a hit. God, what if we'd gone for sustained? So we'll try and wound you here.
Yeah.
3, that goes through. It's going to be -4, so 6 up to block. It's an auto kill if it goes through. Blocked on a 6.
Big man.
Big roll, that one. Okay. Oh. Right, we're on charge phase here. I rolled a 10 for that charge. I rolled a 10 for that charge. And I rolled a 10 for that charge. So now I'm going to roll this charge, needing a 9. Come on, ghosts. 9! Done it. Right, in they go.
Scary times.
The dream continues here for the Eldar. It really does. This is insane. This is going to be a memorable game, perhaps memorable game of the season for the extremities of what we've seen. Shining Spears potentially to the rescue here. They're on the verge of taking out potentially a flyer. And could they even take out the Silent King as well? Eldar units acting on the aggressive here. 4 key melees. And for them, we'll roll up these attacks next. Right, so we're going to do this one because there's no temptation to use a CP for anything with these. So we're going to go for reroll 1s for our hit rolls. We'll go with the Exarch first, who's on 4 attacks. And he needs 3s with the Star Lance. Rerolling 1s. Some recovery, right, okay. We're anti-vehicle 3+.
Oh, go on. No.
2 go through.
AP?
These are dangerous. They're AP -3.
6s then.
Yep, and 3 damage a time.
Well, I need both of these because I have 0 CP. Double 6 coming up. There's a 1 and a 2.
Target destroyed.
And Deadly Demise, D3. On a... No.
Yeah, alright. Flyer gone.
See ya.
Whoa. Okay, Shining Spears destroying their target.
My 4 wounds. Get rid of that.
Not that you take those for anti-aircraft, because you hardly ever see an aircraft in a battle, but they've proved useful in this particular situation. Alright, so we'll pick a combat. There's 3 to choose from. Fire Dragons, Shining Spears, Chains Up. It's getting kind of tense here. We'll go with Jane Zar. I think it's... I'm hoping a chance of success here. We're just seeking for 1 wound. So we'll do her 8 attacks. We'll elect to reroll our 1s for close combat. I think of rerolling wounds because it's a character unit, or it's a character unit. Yeah, so 2s then. It's a full house.
2-5.
3s to wound. Whoa.
Wow.
Rerolling. Whoa. Wow.
How many?
8. Straight through to invuln save. Jane is on fire.
He's got 1 wound. This would be the roll of rolls. 4 plus invuln. Oh yes, let's use Gavin.
Yep.
Let's come on, Gav. Do me some luck, mate.
4 ups. It's a no.
Oh, for a minute I was looking.
Yeah. There was a load of saves. There is a load of saves. 3 have gone through.
Oh, he does go down.
Stormlord destroyed. Eldar are causing trouble here for the Necrons. We'll go to the next. We'll save the king for last. So we'll turn to Fugan. I don't think he's got enough punching power to hack through those Locust Heavy Destroyers. But he might. Here, we'll go for reroll 1s with a Fire Axe. 6 attacks. joyfully reroll the ones. Whoa.
T6.
Toughness 6. Strength 5. That's his downfall. 2 go through. Add AP. What?
Minus.
4.
Can't save them.
Damage 3. Thankfully for you, not damage 4. So it's going to kill a whole model.
1. So
take the one from the back. The one remains, and you've got reanimation and so on and so forth. So not destroyed. We'll go for the aspect warriors. They don't stand a chance here. They're on 2 attacks each, actually, for close combat weapons. Cool, they try. And they cause a wound.
No AP?
Nothing, just a close combat
3
weapon.
plus. Of course, it's a 1.
Ah, the wound goes through. Okay.
Oh, yep.
Okie dokie. Right. It's interesting. They probably should have gone first, because if they had chipped off a wound, the 3 would have been a kill. Yeah, it's interesting. Still wouldn't have got you. You would have been with 1 wound left, but it's interesting.
But still, there's ways of operation,
All right. Shining Spears. They're 1 chance to try and take out a king. In which case, I will use a stratagem to... It's going to be the same stratagem again. Preternatural precision. Aspect Warriors unit. No. Hang on a second. Each time you use a stratagem, you can remove 1 aspect shrine token unit has its attachments. Then, I don't have one of those. Then select one of the following abilities. Or select 2 of the following abilities if you remove an aspect token during this usage of the stratagem. So I think the way that's worded is I can use it on an aspect warriors unit, and I can choose 1. If I burn a token, I can use 2. Right, so if you're happy enough with that, otherwise it doesn't make sense if you can't use it, having to use a token. In which case, we'll just go for, is lethal or sustained?
I'm toughness 10. I would probably imagine you'd want the lethals. But...
Anti-vehicle 3+.
Oh, they're right.
Yeah,
oh, well,
yeah.
no, got to be sustained, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. We'll go sustained then. Imagine lethal and sustained, but anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go for sustained hits. We're re-rolling 1s. Okay, so that's foul, but it adds back in again for sustained. Then we're going to try and wound your 3s.
Well,
the Exarch. Well. Come on. AP minus 3. This is damage 3 each of these. So 4 plus. This could do
This is it.
What do we got?
3 saves and 1 goes through. That's a.
Just when you need those saves to kick.
Damage 3.
Damage 3.
5.
5 wounds left. I don't know if the regulars have got enough punch here to do it. 3 attacks each. 3s to hit, rerolling 1s. This is with laser lances. There's a couple of 2s. We'll add 1 back in.
T10.
Anti-vehicle 3+.
Oh, anti-vehicle.
3 have made it through. There's nothing I can do about those 1s. There is enough potency to kill you.
Is there?
Damage 3.
AP?
Minus 2.
So 4 plus invuns.
So if you pass 1, you're dead. If you pass 2, you'll survive.
4 and a 6. 2.
Yeah.
3 damage.
That was 3 damage.
Down to 2.
2 wounds left. That's probably my 1 chance to get him. The Silent King. People say to me, "Oh, you need to get Silent King for the channel." But I can't do it. I suppose I might feel happy if I actually run him myself. It's a glorious it's a fantastic model.
Yeah.
But he's a brute to fight against here.
He's a pain to put together as well.
I'm sure great focal point for the army. Both for you and also for the opponent to go after. Like, it's really good fun to take on the big stuff. Okay, combat's resolved. A chance for Scott to fight back here with the remaining units, the Silent King and the Locust Heavy Destroyer across there. So attacks coming through across here. 1 wound, but save. And now we're going to do the Silent King.
Yeah, weapons of the final triarch. These are 2s, re-rolling 1s, 6s are lethal.
Is there -1 off your hit rolls for your damage?
Yes, indeed. Well remembered, because he's bracketed 1 to 6 wounds. So it would be 3s re-rolling 1. So let's get rid of the 2s.
Yeah.
No 1s. And these were lethal.
Oh, no.
And it is strength 8.
We had our chance. We had our chance.
Toughness 4. So 2s. Rerolling 1s. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
Okay.
11 minus 1 damage. Sorry, no, that's the start. Minus 3, 2 damage.
Minus 3, 2 damage. Nice. So we're going to go to the invuln save on the Exarch because he's the one that's got wounds already, and he's dead. And then we're going to go to invuln saves on the others, which is
10.
5 ups. Dead. Wipes the unit. Punished for not destroying the king. The king has given the death penalty here to that unit. So Shining Spear is removed from play. Just in the nick of time. And you can start repairing the wounded king next turn. Yeah, that'll be the insult to add to injury. There's a consolidation move onto that objective. And that is a 5-point move there with the Silent King. As he drags himself along with 2 wounds remaining. And on top of that, so we're bumping him back up to 5 wounds here. Just tracking back. 6 up, feel no pain. It's meant to come from the spider. So we've kicked that in just to recover that. So there's actually 5 wounds left on the Silent King. But still, we came so very close to taking him down. Points coming through for the Eldar. 10 points of primaries. That's healthy. Although the Necrons, I think, are at least going to pick up 5 now across there. 3 points for behind enemy lines, thanks to Jane Czar. And that's it. So, scoreline for the Eldar is 17 points. 17 points to 5. We are ahead as turn 2, or battle round 2, comes to an end. We're going to go on to the middle stage of the game, turn 3. Eldar have kept the Necrons back, but it's only been for 2 turns. Still plenty of turns left in this battle. Still plenty of Necron units on the board as well. But Eldar are fighting as hard as they can here and trying to cause as much disruption as possible. But can they keep the Necrons back? I'm not so sure. We're going to the middle stage of the battle now, turn 3 for the Necrons coming up next. All right, so turn 3 here for the Necrons. Bring it down and establish Locust as the 2 secondaries in play. Moved across here and restored all of his wounds of living metal. The flyer has to move, unlimited, as long as it goes over 20 inches. Move to here. It was overwatched by these as it swept past, causing 4 damage, dropping down to 8 wounds left. That's from those. Then around the other side of the board, Locust Heavy Destroyers pushing through here, potentially to shoot, maybe charge, trying to snatch the home objective. Locust Heavy Destroyers add a model restored with 3 wounds being added on for living metal. Wounds being restored by himself and also the reanimator helping him out, bumping the king up to 8. What's interesting is you're trying to get your wounds back up to then start getting the mine hairs.
That's right.
Yeah, interesting. Okay. Then an advanced move. Bear in mind the detachment still gives you the assault keyword. Advancing here with the Canopter Doomstalker. Spider keeping up as well. He's upstairs. The Plasmancer, but he's actually down in the corner of the ruin. And then Sneaky Scourge, which I almost completely forgot about. They've sneaked through to here. Now they're going to stick at AP or OC of 0,
That's right.
but they can harass the vehicle. And I think they've got like a mortal wind suicide.
They can
attack.
self blow up, or auto explode. Sorry.
Movement done. Shooting phase next. So we're on shooting phase, just working our way through. Jane Czar's taken a ton of hits here. That was from the Locust Squad. Now, just the anti-infantry weapon being used, 12 shots of rapid fire, stripping away all the wounds from the Exarch, destroying her, and then stripping away all the wounds except 1 on Jane Czar, almost bringing her down. In response, we used one of these flashy battle focus tokens or agile maneuver tokens here, and that gives us an ability to react after we've been shot to make a d6 plus 1 inch move, which we did. We've pulled Jane Czar back. She's just in range of the objective. It's a 6 inch move in total. It does mean it's a stretch for a charge, which Scott will want to attempt because he'll want to flood onto the objectives. So Jane Czar backs off with 1 wound left, mortally wounded, but still just about alive. Firepower came through from the Canoptic Doomstalker. 1 wound. Scott rerolled and got a 2nd wound on a command reroll. No. Sorry. You command rerolled and failed, and then just the 1 wound was through, and we passed on a 5+ and blocked it. So currently, the Falcon remains alive with 6 wounds left. So firepower continues. Necrons are starting to tip the game, we reckon. Shining Spears 2 removed. That was firepower that came from these that fell out of close combat, but they're allowed to shoot because of the Plasmancer there with his ability. So that's really good shooting. There's 2 successful wounds went through. I failed both, and tons of damage, enough to take out those 2 models. Starting with the Exarch, I tried to block it on invuln save, so he's gone. Just a regular model left. 3 wounds stripped off of the Falcon. That came from the Silent King's attacks coming through. And then the indirect firepower coming from him targeted the Shroud Runners and destroyed them. Lots of hits coming through. So most firepower's done. This has now been declared. The Death Ray is going into the Falcon, and then the Twin Destructor Weapon is going into the Bikers. Go ahead.
Right. The Heavy Death Ray hitting on 3s. Sustained hits D3 if we get any 6s. We've got 1. Oh, look.
2 misses.
2 misses. D3. Go back in. 4. 3.
It's a great weapon.
Wow. 16, so this is going to be 3s.
3s. Just about, almost 2s. 3s to win.
3s to win.
3 go through.
Yep. And that is -4.
Bit of cover for 6s. None.
D6 +1, but that's 3 already, so here's boom.
Target destroyed, yes. And if I roll a 6, the dream becomes a nightmare. The 6!
No!
Yes! Because it's killed Buddy.
No.
Oh, what a twist.
Well...
Who needs to watch movies when you can play 40k? 40k at its best, though, when you get results like this, it's just extremes. Highly entertaining for us. We've enjoyed this battle.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully you're tuning into a great game of 40k here. Eldar losing... I wouldn't say they had a grip on the game, but they were spread out with options, and they're ahead in points. But Necron's now really starting to chew through the Eldar very mechanically, efficiently, and mercilessly. And it's not over yet. Firepower coming across here. If these get wasted, there's trouble, big trouble for the Eldar.
The Twin Tesla Destructor, 6
not
shots.
much left on the board now.
Hitting on 3s, but sustained hits 2, so 3s looking for 6s. Yeah, get rid of you and you, but sustained hits 2, so they go back in, so that's a full boost. Wonderful. 8 is the strength.
2s to wound.
2s to wound. These are twin linked.
Twin linked as well.
Yeah.
And they'll wound anyway.
Well, didn't he need it? No AP, but each one is 2 damage. 2, 4, 6.
Hoping I got a 3-up save. Got a 4-up save. Some cover. Yeah, through here. So 3-ups. It does help. Well, the cover actually doesn't make any difference this time around with this dice roll. 2 go through. So it's going to be 2 bikers slain. Like so.
That is the end of my shooting phase.
I think there's going to be a number of Necron players taking flyers after watching this game. I would say you took 2. I would take 2. 2's a good idea. You've lost 1, but you've still got 1 in the air. 2 of them working together is very, very dangerous, very scary. That Death Ray weapon is terrifying on the board. There's no doubt about it. And your ability to turn up from reserve is good. And your ability to move across the board is excellent as well. And a decent supporting secondary weapon as well. So yeah. But we already asked you how many points they are. They are expensive.
They are 230 each.
Whoa. Okay.
But I think worth it.
Yeah. Shooty face, please tell me it's finished.
That is done. Yeah.
All right. Charges next. Right. So charges failed over there. So didn't reach the objective or Jane's Czar. Charged in here with the Locust Heavy Destroyers and no damage coming through. About to make our attacks back with Fugan. We'll choose to reroll our 1s for hitting. And we'll gladly reroll those 2. It's a full house. 5s to wound, if I remember rightly. Strength 5. 2 go through. I think I just kill a model because it's AP -4 and 3 damage.
Yeah. -4 and 3 damage.
6 damage.
So 1's dead.
Yeah, model slain. That's it. Bit scary. We'll also report the Plasmancer attempted to charge and failed. He's not upstairs, he's downstairs. It was a 7-inch charge or a 6. Okay, end of turn. Eldar don't have much left on the board at all. Perhaps half a dozen models. Yeah, and I've removed all my data cards that I'm not using. Just got these 4 profiles left. give you an update on the score. The problem is for the Eldar now is the Necrons, if they mop up what's left of the Eldar, they can go on to dominate the table. Time is running out for this Eldar force. We will give you an update on the score. Right, so end of turn, points coming through. It's an interesting twist here. 10 points for primaries for Scott, and then 2 points for Bring It Down for the destruction of the Falcon. Eldar have been kicked off of objectives, but not all of them. Jane Zar, if she passes morale, is on that one, and the bikers are anchoring this one across here. For the Necrons, just to point out, this one's being held. This one's not, because the charge didn't go ahead and they're too far away. And across here, I think Scott is holding that one with the one model that remains alive. But Fugan's on it, swinging that axe. Points at this stage of the battle is 17 points each. So Eldar are holding the Necrons back. Got a turn in hand. 10 points will go on the board for us if Jane Zar passes her morale, which will keep the Eldar ahead. We'll see what secondaries come up. Then after that, it's your turn 4. So the battle isn't a guaranteed loss yet for the Eldar. We'll press on. We have to press on here. Turn 3 for them next. All right, so turn 3 movement here for the Eldar. Not much to it at all. One model moved. So 10 points for primaries. We passed all of our leadership tests. So Jane Zar passed. We passed over there, but we picked up points 5 and 5. So 10 points come through, maxing out on primaries. Extend battle lines and secure no man's land. So real good ones for us here. We already hold the home objective. We've grabbed one across there. So don't move. Don't move. Shut down Overwatch on him, just in case the Silent King wanted to put some shots in. Moved 14. The lone biker going in to assist Fugan to try and clear that objective. That's it. Movement done. Shooting phase next. Neither of those two could shoot. One's locked in combat. One can't shoot into close combat. No. We'll put 2 little shots into the king. 1 hit. And a wound. -1/+1. 2 up save. Just to harass you a little bit. Passed. Jane Zar's not going to shoot. She doesn't want any reanimating models going on to the objective. Yeah, we're going to shoot with these. We're going to try and go into the fly. 12 shots. I'll fish for 6s. Closest eligible target. Oh, and there it is. Yeah, fish, fish, fish. And then we're going to try and wound on 5s. Level 1. 6 saves at -1. 6 saves at 4+.
We make 3, we drop 3.
Yeah, 2 wounds left. Nearly got him. Okay, 5 powers finished. Charges next. So on to charges. Biker goes in. We'll reroll 1s. We'll do our attacks straight away. Reroll 1s. 2 hits. Wounding. Right. So. Failed.
Ouch.
Nothing I can do. Anti-infantry. Don't know if you have the infantry keyword.
No,
still failed. Mounted. In which case, I don't think I'm on 2s to wound. Strength of 5. Toughness 6. Yep. So 5s to wound becomes 4s for Lance. So failed. In which case, it's your turn to fight back.
Yep.
It's a higher chance of killing the biker, but it's up to you.
Yeah, it's not going to happen, is it? So 2 attacks hitting on 3s. There's a 2 and 4 versus 4.
Yes.
4s. It's 5.
The biker has taken a wound for all of his efforts.
Yeah, that's it. Just 1 damage.
He's tired. It's the end of the day for him. I'll fight back with Fugan. Electing to reroll 1s. Hitting.
Always.
And then trying to wound you. If I get 2 5s, I can kill you. If I don't, you're going to start reanimating. Oh, come on. 1 goes through. I've got to command reroll.
Yep.
5+. No!
Is it
3 damage.
3 damage. So he's down to 1.
I guess it prevents the reanimation because it's just a single model that's going to try and resurrect. What I mean is, if Scott rolls like 2 or 3 wounds, it's going to be wounds onto the model as opposed to resurrecting the model. All right, end of close combat, end of turn. So points coming through for the Eldar. 10 points for primaries, 2 points for secure no man's land. We only controlled 1 no man's land objective, didn't quite clear the other. So 2, but 5 points was picked up for extend battle lines. In which case, we jumped to 34 points. 34 points to 17. But the Eldar are extremely weak here. The glass hammer effect is going on. We've just got a couple of models left on the board. So I think Necrons, if they can wipe out Eldar units, get sat on objectives, then they should be okay. We'll press on to Necron turn 4 next. Necron movement here for the Necrons on turn 4, and then we've just stopped because there is no point carrying on the game. Eldar are guaranteed to lose. There's a number of factors. So Eldar are ahead, 34 points. Scott picks up 5 points straight away for primaries for control of that objective across there. That takes him to 22 points, so trailing by 12. But projecting forwards through turn 4 and then into turn 5, the Eldar can't hold on to that lead because Jane's Art's going to go and you're going to grab that objective across there. That means on turn 5 you're going to pick up 5 points for that objective. The centre is completely under Necron control. They'll pick up the other 5 points easily, so that's going to be on turn 5. 10 points coming through. And then for secondaries, overwhelming force destroying it on objectives. That's Jane's Arch. She's going to go and Scott will pick up points for that. Aerodinal is the other. Total control in the middle. There's no way we can hold that across there. With firepower coming through, we will lose that objective. And across here, there's going to be indirect firepower coming through against these to try and kick us off the home objective. So virtually, we'll be looking at a wipeout here against the Eldar. The killing blow is the mission rule at the end, which is Scorched Earth. Scott's going to declare just to burn all the objectives that he's sitting on. I can't burn the home objective if we do survive across there. And then it's going to be 5 points coming through. Yes, and the other one, he's scooted across here. On turn 5, he can reach that objective, perform the action across there for another 5 points for burning that objective as well. We did say right at the start of this battle, perhaps there could be a points grab at the end of the game for Scorched Earth, burning objectives at the end of the battle. Whoever dominates, Necrons really are built very well for surging towards the end of the game. And that's exactly what we've seen here in this battle. But, boy, has it been backwards and forwards.
That has been epic. What a game.
Welcome to the channel.
Yes.
Right, great game. Very enjoyable. A very unique combination. Never seen this layout here for the Necrons before. Unique detachment being used as well. I've not seen that on the channel. Good to see the Silent King. But what a clash here. Brand new Eldar Codex versus the eldest.
Yeah.
Interesting, yeah. And a lot of people write the Necrons off, but they are a workable army with some great options. And we've seen the flyers on the board. They've done exceptionally well. All right, units of the game for both sides. There's been a spread for both armies, to be fair. A number of units doing very well indeed. An honourable mention to the flyers. It's going to go to the Silent King here for his durability during this battle. That string of 4+s. That was perhaps the tipping point, because if he went down, that's a quarter of your army ripped away. And then that was huge. And you survived a deadly shooting attack, blocking 50 wounds, an avatar attack coming through, and then survived the shining spears coming through as well. So we'll give it to him. So it goes on to the Silent King. For the Eldar, number of shout outs. The Fire Dragons, despite the 4+ invuln saves, their damage, the potential from them was fantastic. As honourable mention and close to unit of the game going to the Shining Spears, fantastic from them, darting around the table, taking on flyers, taking on the Silent King, almost bringing him down. Honourable mention to those for their contributing firepower, dangerous against the flyers. But I'm going to give it to Jane Zar and her squad, darting across the board on turn 1, taking out the Wraiths, challenging the Cryptek, bringing him down, and then moving on to snatch the objective and also take down, imitate the Stormlord. They punched way above their weight here in this battle. Silver level patrons get name shouted. That's Dumpy Grimbo and Brian Nielsen. Big thanks to them for their support at silver level. If you enjoy our games, you enjoy the style of play that we have here on the channel, we need your help. So do join us on channel membership. If you can, at Aspect Warrior level, as a reward, we'll give you access to all the bonus content that we create, including the extra battle reports. And if you like our league, a lot of our league games coming up are going to be on membership. So do join up to access the full catalogue of videos. And we hope to have lots of games like this for our channel league. And then you can also support us through Patreon. Select your tier there. Any help at any level is greatly appreciated. It means the channel can survive and go on, and we can keep creating this content for you. But this has been a Challenger Scorpion game. First time debut on the channel for Scott and his Necrons. Have you enjoyed yourself?
Oh, it's been fantastic. Yeah, it's been a dream come true. Thank you ever so much. And just quick apology to my mate Neil. With the flyer, every time I shot, I keep forgetting one of their rules. I know he'll crucify me for that when I get back home. But yeah, no, thank you very much for inviting me on. It's been great.
No problem at all. It's been great. Finally, got you onto the channel. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Organise it a year or two, perhaps. But
Okay. Both local lads.
Yes. Right. Great game. Keep a lookout for battle reports on the channel. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.